move on. So it's been a minute. I'm really excited about this. There have been a lot of things going on in my life lately, and it's kind of taken me away from the channel. But I'm going to talk about that a little bit, but I just want to start off by saying I'm so happy to be back, so happy to see you guys. Sorry to have mortified your ears for like the very first part, but now that we've got that on track, I just wanted to say sorry about that. We had some feedback. Y'all can just bear with me for just a second. I need to fix something. One moment. All right, so I think I just saw in the chat someone was asking if that is an AB custom silver pirate. So I actually got this from, hang on one second. I'll talk about that in a second. I've got his whole card and everything here. I kind of wanted to do that formally. But anyway, yeah, this is a piece I got. I'm really excited about. I'm going to talk a little bit about his silver pouring company here in a minute. But before I get into that, just wanted to say, really excited to be back. I've got a couple of new pieces here. And before I get into that, though, there are some news I have for my own personal life that'll probably explain a little bit why I've been gone for so long. Me and Mrs. Booty Girl Stacking are actually adding a new addition to our family. So I am pregnant, and there's just been, there's just been a lot that goes along with that. Not going to get all into the details of it, but just it's been a transitional time, and so I just kind of had to reprioritize a few things in my life. And kind of focus on making sure that I'm healthy, that the baby's healthy, and that everything's good. Everything is totally fine, by the way. There's nothing to worry about. But just want to let you guys know that's kind of what's been going on. But I'm back, and I'm so excited. Oh, thank you so much. I'm seeing some congratulations in the chat. And let's see here. Yeah, I'm really, really happy to be back, you guys. Thank you so much for the support. I really, really appreciate just like your patience and your willingness to wait for me and actually like interact with me now that I am back. I got some cool stuff planned for you guys in the near future. Really looking forward to it. Looking forward to pumping out more content and just talking about what's going on in the world of precious metals. Here, let me just grab something real quick. I did want to talk about this piece. This is so cool. So right before I went on my hiatus, this was sent in the mail to me by, I've just talked to him recently in the chat, or not the chat, but like in messages, and his name is like slipping me. I need to grab his card really quick. Just 1 second, I'll grab it. Okay, so this is an original piece by AJ. Well, it says AJ Bond. AJ Bain. This is his information for like his social media, that he has this company. This is the Pirate Girl. It's 1 full troy ounce, 3/9 fine silver, and this is 8 of 500. This is one of the coolest things I think I've ever gotten. It's definitely the most unique thing I've ever received from one of you guys. And so I actually got a note. I kept it. I know it's been like 4 months since I got this, but I kept this. It's a little crinkled. Sorry about that. But it's from, this is Tavon Jose. So Ahoy, matey. Thank you for making that playlist. I really enjoy your channel. Please post more often, as your channel will blow up soon. I've been close a small gift. So I really appreciate that. I thought that was really kind. But this is his, this is the card that came with it. So it's really, really awesome. I love it. Glad you guys like it. I'm seeing the Pirate Girl. So cool, badass. Yes, yes. So exciting. I don't know why someone said, so my hopes and dreams are gone, LOL. Okay, I don't know. But I'm so excited. I love this thing. It's definitely right. Like, it's like perfect. It's like it was made for my channel, is what it feels like. So I'm so happy about this. I actually use this to put my rings on my nightstand. I know that's probably not what it's like. I don't know. It's not like, I know it's for decoration, but and it's art, but it has a functional piece. It's really perfect. So that's definitely my favorite. Well, one of my favorites, right up there. Has like amazing detail on it. Maybe a little too much detail, but it's perfect though. I love this. So thank you. I want to give you a shout out. Thank you so much. If you guys have not already, please check out his Facebook, Instagram, and go ahead and email him if you want him to make you a custom piece. Reach out at ABC or abcustomsilver@outlook.com. So yes, it is AB Silver. See here. Yeah, so cool. Absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, that's so true. It would be a really good D&D character. Yeah, so I actually used this as a Monopoly piece when I was playing with my wife the other day. So it's actually got a lot of functions. It's not just beautiful, it's also functional as a game piece, a D&D piece. Pretty awesome. But yeah, I want to hear from you guys in the chat. What are y'all stacking these days? What have you been up to? Yes, Dan D, it definitely is an heirloom to pass on. Like, there's been so much that's happened. I mean, can we just talk about it for a minute? I know that this is like old news at this point, but I just never really got to talk about it with you guys. Silver went over $100 an ounce a couple months ago. That's crazy. And then I say thankfully, because even though it's a dip is an opportunity to buy, in my opinion. Thankfully, it went down into the 60s, 70s. Now we're back up in the 80s. But can we just talk about how crazy it is that silver literally went over $100 this year? Last year it was $29, and then at the beginning of the year it was at 100. I mean, come on, that's crazy. I don't know what the spot price is at the moment. I need to look at it. I think it's like, let me look at it. Hold on. Right now it is $80.70, looks like. So it's getting back up there. Hi, Silver Serpents. Okay, yeah, so I just want to say hi to everybody. It's been so long. We got Silver Serpents in the chat. Jesus. We got Bianca. We've got Dan, John. Let's see who else we got here. Tony, L. Booth, Dark Knight Cowboy, Yeah, and then let's see who else we got. We got Kyle, Texas. Get Texas, yes. So you guys, it's great to see you. But yeah, what are you guys stacking? I'm seeing a Silver Serpent saying, he says, I've been going harder on gold and silver. Just got a 2025 Lunar Snake gold coin. Oh wow, that is so exciting. I think you put that in the Discord. I'm not sure though, but if you haven't, please drop it again. We've got the Gabagool. Hey, the Gabagool, how's it going? So the Gabagool says gold, 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 safer. I totally agree with you, especially right now. The ratio is at like, what is it, 60 or something like that? I was looking at it today. Gold is definitely, I mean, it's always been a safe haven asset, but right now gold is safer, especially with as volatile as silver has been the past few months. Gold went up to 5,000. No, actually went way over 5,000 around the time that silver was hiking up to 100. And then now gold has kind of come back down to like 45, 46, 47, which is crazy. I mean, that's still very expensive, but I think I agree with you. Gold is a safer choice right now. Dan D says, been buying a 1/10 every month. Did you reach your goals for last year? Yes, Dan. Okay, so that's awesome, buying a 1/10 every month. I have slowed down a little bit on stacking in general the past couple of months just because of wanting to kind of like put a little more. I know cash is trash, but it's liquid. Kind of want to put a little bit more back just in preparation for the baby. But I am starting to kind of stack a little bit more again. I actually bought, this isn't gold, but you know me with my kooks. I got the 2026 Kookaburra. So pretty, but I want to get this in a 1/10 ounce gold. They're like over $600 right now, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But you know what? They're worth it. Yeah, the first or second day that I had it, I dropped it. I already broke the capsule. But I guess that's what it's for. So yeah, this is my kook. I love it. Silver Serpent says, just got a 2026 kook today. Awesome. That is great. You can't go wrong with the kooks. I love them. I want to get more gold kooks. I mean, I think, what do I have? 2? I think I only have 2 kooks right now. And the rest of my permanent gold coins are lunars. I definitely have a significant amount of, well, not significant. I have an all right amount of silver kooks, but I need to get more gold kooks, that's for sure. I can get some of my constitutional on the table. Are you guys still stacking constitutional silver? I actually haven't looked to see what it's going for these days. I've kind of been just looking more at pure silver and gold since I'm kind of like getting back in the game after my hiatus. I mean, I'm not saying I totally stopped stacking, but with the way silver's been going, gold is a little more attractive. So, but I know that there for a while when silver was going through the roof, I mean, it still kind of is, Constitutional was selling for super cheap. You can get it for at or below spot at most places. Mercury dimes and Benjamins, yes. Let's see. Yeah. I love the Franklin halves. Those are awesome. Another one of my silver kooks. I think I've shown you guys this before. This is my 1995. I love this one. I really want to get a 1990. I like that it's in the original capsule that they were coming in at the time. Pretty neat. Let's see here. So is there anything that's happening right now in the market that's just kind of taking you by surprise? Anything you're looking to take advantage of when it comes to gold and silver? Are you guys stacking platinum? I haven't even looked at platinum. I need to look at that, see what's going on with it. This is kind of the first time I've looked at my silver in a while. Put it in the safe and pulled it out today. Felt like almost nostalgic to me. Just because I've been putting so much in the safe, not wanting to, keep it out lately. Let's see. Let me pull out my gold too. Got to keep her front and center, or off to the side, whatever, wherever there's good lighting. Oh, I actually went to the antique store and picked up some sterling silver jewelry recently. Sorry, it's kind of out of focus. I went to the antique store with my bestie when I was in Corpus. Here, I'll show you. So this is a garnet, and that's a sterling silver. This is my wedding ring. I always wear that when my fingers aren't swelling. But yeah, that's a garnet. It's kind of like a vintage style. I really like it. And then this one is sterling. I'm not sure what the stone is. The stone isn't like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I actually need to look up and see what the stone is. I can't remember. But I got this at another antique store. But I bought it for the setting because I really love that setting. So I don't necessarily consider this stacking, but it is silver. I mean, it's 90, what is it again? 93.5? Yeah, 93.5% pure. So honestly, that's more than 90%. I know silver sometimes it has a little more, jewelry has a little more of a premium, but I think I got a pretty good deal on them at the antique store. This I've shown off to you guys before, but I don't ever get sick of it. My grandpa made this for me, and that's a real opal in it. And then the setting is sterling silver. I think I'm probably going to get it resized though, because this is, as you can see, it's a bigger stone. It's kind of meant more to go like on a first finger or, ring or middle finger. But it's just a little small. So I'm rocking it on the pinky today. But yeah. Thank you, Bianca. It says so gorgeous. Silver Serpent says, bought some sterling chain necklaces on eBay. I saw that. You put that in the Discord chat. Bought some sterling chain necklaces on eBay recently and put a 1 ounce silver maple in a bezel to wear as a pendant. That's so cool. I'd love to, if you want to put that also in the community chat, that'd be awesome to see that on there. And hey, if you guys haven't already, feel free to check out my Discord. We have a lot of fun on there. It's been a little quiet lately as due to me just not really doing a lot. I've been on that hiatus, but we've got a good group in there. They share some really gorgeous pieces. There's some really nice talk in there. And it's just a really nice community, good place for us to connect. I mean, we do a lot of connecting here on the channel, but the Discord is another avenue that we get to do that through. So the community posts page on my channel, and then also Discord. If you guys want to check that out, they're awesome. I'll put the link actually in the description after this. Or if someone wants to throw the link up now, you can too. No pressure. Hey, Marco. We got Marco Polo in the house. He says, hey, BGS. So happy to see you're back. You were missed. Hey, I missed you too. Thank you so much. I missed you guys a lot. And it's like, right now I feel like my tank is being filled up. Just being here, getting to interact with you guys in the chat. It's a bit casual today, but I feel like that's just kind of, that's the direction I wanted to take this. I really wanted today's to be more personal because I haven't talked to you guys in a long time, and I'm really just wanting to hear from you. I love talking to you guys in the comments, and I'm sorry if I've been a little unresponsive lately, but I am fully back. I'm going to be catching up on a lot of the comments, going through all that, because I don't like leaving comments unanswered. Like, that's a big pet peeve of mine. When I see you guys talking to me, it really makes me happy, and I want to talk to you. I want to connect with you. So I'm going to go through, catch up on those as best I can. And I'm just happy to be on this live stream today, talking to you guys. It's been too long. But you know what? We're moving forward, and I'm really excited. I think that this year, I know that the first quarter of this year is almost over, but the rest of this year is just going to be awesome. I've got new stuff planned for you guys, new videos. Maybe I'll be introducing a few new pieces in my set, like new treasure boxes, new backgrounds. I don't know. I'm going to just kind of play around with it, try some new things. L Booth says family first. Yes, I couldn't agree with you more. Got to have those priorities right. Thank you for understanding. All right, so we've got Silver Cobra says, silver and gold, run, baby, run, 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 run. Yeah, they're going up. I tell you what, I don't know, how high do you guys think the metals are going to go this year? It seems to be a fun game to play at the beginning of every year. But seriously, I mean, if you had told me this time last year that we would have $80 silver and, between $47,000 and $5,000 gold, I don't think I wouldn't have called you a liar, but I would not have anticipated that. I would have expected us to be at maybe $50 silver. I would not have expected us to be at $80 silver. The gold, I was thinking, $4,000, $4,500, but the fact that we broke $5,000 already this year with gold is kind of insane to me. And then we've got so let me know in the chat, what do y'all think about that? Silver Serpents is saying a new treasure box. Yep, I think I'm going to do that. Gotta go look at some. I've been kind of like into antique stores lately. I got some cool stuff. I got some old school uranium plates. I know that's not exactly silver stacking, but I like old stuff. And it's really cool. They're really neat. When you shine a UV light on, they glow. New treasure box. I'm going to do that. And yes, I have got the turtle poucho still. I was about to have him swim up to shore. Swim, swim, swim. And then, let's see what we got in here. This is where I keep all my gold now. Well, let's see what he's got in there. Shout out to Fish, or if you know, you know. Because, I totally got this idea from him. But I was like, what can I do that's more aquatic themed? Like they do the mouse, they have those cute pouches. He's got that cool whale also. But I was just like thinking, what if I had a sea turtle? Like a sea turtle that came in and gave me some nice gold, some nice treasure. He just swallows it up and spits it up for me. So let me just kind of have a little fun with it. Here, why not? I'll just dump it into a chest so we can look at the gold. You got to do it, When Like, what's the point in having all this beautiful stuff if you don't take it out and stare at it? Let's see here. Make a little space for the treasure chest. Where did I put the treasure chest? Just had it. All right, I don't know where I put the chest. I'm just going to dump the gold because it's fun. There's the gold. Kind of put this down a little. See a little more of it. All right, well, shiver me timbers. It's a lot of gold, matey. All right. Yeah, I know that was dorky, but whatever. It's fun. It's all good fun. So guys, tell me, are y'all still doing 1/20ths? Because, or have any of y'all started on the 1/20ths? I mean, I know that this was considered blasphemy a year ago to stack something this small, but I think I'm going to be picking up more of these 1/20ths, especially with how much gold's gone up. Like, I truly think that the 1/20th is the new 10th. What do you guys think? Oh, come on. There we go. I love this lunar dragon. So yeah, it's a 1/20th, but they pound it out so thin that it's almost like, it almost looks like it's as big as the 1/10. I mean, it doesn't, but it's not too much smaller. I need to fix my lighting over here. Silver Servants, yeah, the 1/20th Libertad. I remember whenever you were debating on whether or not to get that. I'm glad that you did. I love them. I think they're awesome. Need my lighting fixed over here. Just 1 second. L. Booth says he agrees the 1/20th ounce, about the 1/20th ounce being the new 1/10. Hang on 1 second, y'all. Just had to get another lamp up in here. When I was bringing this stuff to the camera, I was just kind of not seeing it that well. So here, this should help. See how that looks now. Oh yeah, that's better. All right. So let's see what we got here in the chat. Let's see. Silver Cobra says 10,000 plus once we revalue gold. You really think we'll be at 10K at the end of the year, Silver Cobra? I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible. I guess last year I said the same thing. Last year I said 5,000 sounded crazy to me, but here we are. So let's see. Currently 42.22 per last audit. L. Booth says if GSR goes down more, I will look at trading some silver for gold. I think that that's a good plan. I've already done that before. I did it when the GSR was even higher, and a lot of people said it was a stupid decision because I did it whenever the GSR was at like 90, and I was still relatively new to gold. But I still completely stand by that decision, not because of my pride, because I don't have that much pride, I guess, but I hope not. But because I never regretted it because gold has gone up so much. So the deal that I got, because I traded some gold for this lunar mouse back in the day, I got so much hate for that. People were so mad that I traded my silver at a GSR of 90, and I have zero regrets. First of all, this coin is like extremely difficult to come by anyway, like out in the wild. And the fact that my LCS had it was insane. So yeah, I jumped on that. But honestly, I'm kind of thinking about maybe trading some of my silver now. Actually, I should have done it like when we first dropped into the 60s. Oh no, that the GSR though is pretty low. So we'll see. We'll see. We've got, Chris Brook says, good evening. Good evening. Hi, Chris Brook. How are you? Let's see here. Fixing my lighting a little, y'all. Maybe I'll buy some new lights also. That's something I could invest in. Uh-oh, I think my camera froze up a little bit when I was moving it. Let's see if we're good. Make sure we're still good. How's the video and audio right now? Okay, there we go. I got it back. See here. Raul says, hiya, everyone. Chris says, I used to have that same 1/10 ounce year of the Dragon Gold coin. I sold a couple of little coins last year when I needed it. Hey, you know what? That's what it's there for. The thing that's great about selling silver and gold, if you need to now, like let's say that you've been stacking for even just like a year or two, it's all gone up so much that you're automatically making more money than you would have if you had just been saving that in cash. Or not making more money, you're saving money because the value hasn't gone up. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of phrasing this in like a fiat currency frame of mind. But yeah, that's great though that you were able to do that. And you can always restock up. And to answer your question, Dan D, yes, I did meet my goal of 1 ounce of gold by the end of the year. I actually exceeded that. I did not reach my 1/10 ounce goal by the end of the year. I came so close. Let me see how many 1/10 ounces I got. But total, I exceeded an ounce. Let me see how many 1/10 ounces I got. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, and yeah, so I have 8 1/10 ounce gold coins. I was just too short of having a full tube of 10 1/10 ounce gold coins by the end of the year. But that's just because I decided to go where the deals and where my heart led me. Because I stacked some of this other kind of miscellaneous sized stuff. I mean, I have like 2 gram bars, 2 1 gram bars here. No, sorry, I have 3 1 gram bars. And then I have, here's my 10 1/10 ounce gold coins. I'll put those, I'll stack them over here actually. Ooh. These things are so slippery. Okay, so those are my 1/10 ounce gold coins right there. These are my gram bars. And then I got this 2.5 peso. Let's see. I really like this one. I got this one for at Spot in Austin. I went to a little coin store there and I just had this feeling. I was like, I have a feeling I'm going to get a good deal. Got this for spot price. So really good deal on that. And then this guy is a 1/20th. Let's see. I love this coin. This is a 1/20th ounce gold lunar year of the goat from the Perth Mint. This is actually from their series, I believe this is series 1. Yeah, they're series 1 because it's from 2003. Pretty unique. I love it. So that one is my first 1/20th. And then I've got a 1/4 ounce lunar mouse, which is probably my favorite. This is like my pride and joy. And then I have the 1/20th ounce lunar dragon that I was showing y'all a minute ago. So yeah, 8 1/10 ounce gold coins, not quite 10, but I still exceeded my goal of 1 full troy ounce by the end of the year. I wanted to do 2, but it just wasn't feasible at the time. But we're getting there. I mean, this time last year, I think all I had was maybe 2/10 of an ounce of gold. So we're good. And then, of course, my 1/10 ounce platinum kookaburra. I love this guy. So cute. I want to get this one in gold also and silver. But I love this design. This is probably one of my favorite kookaburra designs. All right, looks like we have a couple more messages in the chat. Avocado Stacker says hello. Hey, Avocado. How's it going, Avocado Stacker? He says, I'm working. Just stop by to hit that like button. Thank you so much, Avocado Stacker. Yeah, if you guys could just hit the like button, that helps me out a lot, the algorithm. But I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. And then Avocado's giving a shout out to Serpents. Stacker Vault. Hey, Stacker Vault. How's it going? Stacker Vault says, glad you're back. Silver Serpent says, congrats. I just hit 1 ounce of gold as well. Congratulations. And Silver Serpent started stacking like midsummer, I want to say last year. And man, talk about stacker goals. Like, you came in at a really good time. I think you started stacking silver when it was around 40. And I don't know what gold was at that time, but I'd say you got in at a good time and you really just kind of went hard on the stacking. I think that was a really smart choice, given where things are now, especially. Chris Brooks says, I bought the Flying Kookaburra Platinum coin a couple months ago. Oh, for the new one, for the 2026? That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, feel free to put that in the community posts and or the Discord. I'd love to see a picture of that, Chris. And congrats, Silver Serpents, almost at a year. That's great. So I was kind of catching up a little bit on some of the news with precious metals today. Still have a lot of catching up to do, but we're just really in a volatile place, I think, just in the world right now. I'm not saying that, gold or silver's going to be like extremely volatile because of that. I think obviously silver is always more volatile than gold, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just different. But just the way that things are right now in the world with the war, and it just kind of affects everything in the economy. That's not the only thing that affects it, but just kind of trying to kind of get my bearings, see where we're at with everything, on like what direction the metals are going. Because like I said, it's not that I totally shut out silver and gold and platinum. Like I feel like I totally shut it out of my mind, but for the past couple of months, I've just had other things that have sort of taken precedence. And so I'm kind of catching up. If you guys want to drop some knowledge in the chat, that would be great. Just what are some things that you're seeing that's going on in the world right now? And how do you think it's affecting the metals? How do you think it's going to affect the metals? And what are maybe some proactive steps that you're taking in your stacking strategy? Are you changing things up? I know a lot of you were saying you're going heavier on the gold. I think that that's a smart strategy. I was actually telling my wife that the other day. She bought another 1/10 ounce a couple weeks ago. And she was like, yeah, I want to buy some metals. And I just told her, hey, you just buy gold right now. Things are just, silver's doing a lot of weird stuff. The spot price of silver is one thing, but the premiums on the silver are a whole nother animal that I'm not very happy with. I don't know about you, but $80 silver shouldn't be costing me $100 a coin. Now, I know you may be hearing me say that and thinking, like, where are you buying your silver? I'm not just like spending a ridiculous amount on premiums. Like, the only thing I would say that I kind of spent a little more on that I would have wanted to was this kook, because I really just wanted the kook. I collect these. These are kind of a little more collectible for me. I'm not going to be stupid about it. But even so, I mean, if I had bought, I say that I paid a hefty premium on this, but this was honestly only maybe $1 more than like a maple or like a round would have gone for that I was looking at. So I'm seeing like $10, $15, $20 premiums on just normal coins online. And then when you go to the store, like when you go to my LCS, it's like they're having to cover their butts, at least the last couple of times I did, because it went up to 100 and then it shot way down into the 70s. And so they're still charging these ridiculous premiums because they're afraid they're going to lose their shirts like they did. Like, because I think a lot of these shops bought a ridiculous amount of inventory way too high. And then when silver tanked, they were like, well, dang, now we have to increase our premiums or else we're really going to be at a loss. And so how's that impacting you guys? Are you seeing the same thing at your LCS? Or your LCSs? Because I've seen it at multiple places. Yeah, Roadkill says, yeah, I'm focused on gold. I've decided I'm buying nothing but 1/10 ounce gold every week for the rest of the year. I want to try to get to 25 of them. That is an excellent strategy, in my opinion, Roadkill. That's really good. I'm right there with you, honestly. I think that gold is kind of the key right now. I mean, silver's good. Silver's great. But I think that just given just the nature of things being so up and down right now, and the fact that the GSR is going lower and lower, gold is kind of like where I'm looking at the moment. So I want to get to my next full ounce here pretty soon. I've got, let's see, I keep a record of this stuff in my notes. So far for my gold, I'm sitting at 1.3452 ounces. And then on my silver, I'm at just a little under 70 ounces. So I want to get to 100. I wanted to get to 100 ounces by the end of last year. Didn't happen. If I hadn't traded, I'd probably be nearly at 100 ounces. But like I said, no regrets if I was trading for gold. But I want to get to 100 ounces of silver in the next couple months. And I want to get to a full 2 ounces of gold in the next couple months as well. So those are kind of my stacking goals right now. I'd like to get there before gold goes well over 5,000 again and before silver hits 100. So that's kind of, or sorry, before it hits $5,000 an ounce and before silver hits 100 again. So this is just kind of some of my short-term goals. Chris Brooks says, I have a lot of germanium mint products. Oh, I love germanium mint. They are awesome. I have a really cool coin from them. It's in the other room. I couldn't fit everything on the table today. He says, I have a lot of germanium mint products. They're about as expensive as buying Who Won American Eagles. I don't know if there's a typo there or not, but I think I know what you're saying, though. They're about as expensive as buying, like, American Eagles. So, you know, I've noticed germanium mint premiums they've always been kind of crazy. But, you know, those little like rune bars that they have the cool little glow in the dark runes on them. Those are ridiculous, the premiums on those. Like, I thought those were really cool. And then when I looked at the premiums on those in just last year, I thought, no. But yeah, no, I have a couple of germanium mint products. They're pretty awesome. They have some beautiful artwork on their pieces. Yeah, the premiums on those, I could see them being even, so it's not even necessarily, I understand what you're saying. You're saying that the American Silver Eagles now are as crazy as the premium on the germanium mint pieces you have. That's wild. Phil Strange says, I like 20 franc gold coins. Oh, those are awesome. I've kind of looked into those too. You know, they're kind of in the same boat, in my opinion, as the dosi media or the peso coins. I know the francs are obviously they're French, they're not Mexican, but those are really cool. I kind of think I want to get some of those too. Silver Serpent says I'm so close to 300 ounces of silver. Holy moly. Dude, talk about stacking goals. That is crazy. Yeah, he is killing it. Bianca said, oh my God, you're killing it. Yeah, I'd have to agree. 300 ounces in less than a year. Like, you're at 298. You're at 299, basically, by the number you're showing me with that little decimal. That is insane. Silver Serpent says, total stack weight is 299.997. Yeah, you're at 300 basically. We'll round up because all your coins have a little more than a full troy ounce in them. Yeah, that's amazing. Jopius Spider? Sorry for mispronouncing that. He says, my plan is to buy at a minimum of 2.5 grams of gold and 1 gram of platinum per month in 2026. That's a great goal. I like that. So you buy in grams. I see. I mean, I buy in grams too, obviously. But do you stack more in, Jopius, I'm asking you, do you stack more in grams or ounces? Like, I guess if you're doing bars, it's going to be more so grams. I mean, they're all grams and ounces, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. I've kind of come to a place where I go where the deals are with gold. When I first started stacking, people were telling me, oh, you want to just stick to clean, like, ounces. You don't want to, you want to stick to coins. You don't want to venture off into bars because with the bars, you're just paying for more like the gold, less the premium, but you're not going to get as much back when it comes time to sell. In all this, I've come to find you buy what you get a deal on. Like, if I get a really good deal on a bar, I'm not going to, and I like it, I'm going to go with the bar. I mean, at the end of the day, the way I see it is this: if you spend less when you get it up front and you get less when you sell it, how much different is that? Like, how is that much different than spending a little more and then getting a little more? At the end of the day, you're kind of like making a similar type margin. I don't know. It just kind of depends. But if you can get a coin for the same price as a generic, I would do that every time though, obviously. But that's just how I feel about it. So congrats. That's a very good strategy, Jopius. Silver Serpent says, oh, he's talking to Roadkill. Bianca Torini says, nice, Silver Serpents, good job. Chris Brooks says, I saw some good sales on those rune coins in the last couple of months that were really, really reasonable. Ooh. Maybe you can send me a link if they're still available. I don't know. Those things sell out very quickly. I don't know if it was just from the website or from a third-party seller. But I have to check that out. Good to know. And then we have Jesus saying, I have 13 ounces of gold. Yes, Zeus, we know. You have the most enviable, is that a word? Your gold stack is I'm a little envious of it, and I mean that as a compliment. If you guys haven't already, check out Jesus's channel. He has some of the most gorgeous American gold buffaloes. They are just chef's kiss. And he says, I have 13 ounces of gold, but silver is lacking. I need $50 silver to load up again. Whew. Do you think we'll see $50 silver? I really hope so. I mean, we dipped into the 60s already. If it went down to 50, I would be backing up the truck. Seriously. Let's see. Jopia says grams. Okay. Grams. And then I respect that. Phil Strange says, I still have my first bar of silver. That's awesome. You're holding it. What is it? Kind of curious to know what the bar is. Is it a vintage piece? Is it generic? What is it? I'd love to know. Then we got L Booth says more grams, 1/120th ounce and 1/110th ounce, where the deals are and what you can afford. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm right there with you. Go where the deals are. Leech Avari says, off to play poker. You stackers have fun. Glad you're back, Booty. Good night. Thanks so much. You have a good night. Have fun playing poker. Hope you have good luck and you can use your winnings to buy more medals. Let's see. Chris says, play music so high on that fractional stuff. I decided to try to save for a 1/4 ounce, but I love the 1/10 ounce too. Dandy says, hey, Zeus, that's great. I'm at about 5 someday. Let's see. Chris Brooks says, I meant to say the premiums are so high, the speech to text thing. Yeah. The premiums are crazy. Jesus says, I think if we see $50 silver again, it will be the last time we see $50. Yeah, I think you're right. I totally do. I don't even know if we'll see $50 again at the rate things are going. I mean, not in the near future, but I've been wrong before. Chris says, my coolest 1/10 ounce gold coin is the Gold Links Spanish Mint coin. Ooh. Hey, can you please put a picture of that in the community chat and or in the Discord? I would love to see that coin. And then he also says Golden Eagle coin. I think I had a good deal on them. The Golden Eagle coin is pretty damn awesome. Yeah, so I think I have the Golden Eagle actually in silver, but I do not have it in gold. I feel like having a golden eagle is cooler than having a silver golden eagle. So that's awesome that you have that. Well, yeah. Okay. I'm loving hearing what you guys are stacking. what you guys are thinking. How many of you guys are still really into vintage? Y'all still really into vintage, more so into generics, more so into ASEs? Are you more into just kind of whatever? Pandas, Perth mint pieces, lunars, kookaburras. What are your absolute favorites that you're still sticking to, like your tried and true? Or have you found any new tried and true, like any new pieces that you kind of thought, I don't know why I didn't think to stack this before, and maybe added that to your stacking strategy? Just curious about the changes, if any. Or maybe not. Maybe you were happy with what you're doing and it's working really well for you, and if it ain't broke, why fix it? You see here. Yeah, I'm still kind of I haven't really changed anything other than, like I said, just the volume went down for a bit. But I'm gonna be ramping back up on the stacking again. Oh, Dan, just found your, let me see, the coin that you gave me, the Hastoweka Kiwi. I love this thing. So great. And then, of course, my 5-ounce lunar horse. This thing is a chunk. I love it. Still haven't gotten it in gold, though. I said I would. I should have already gotten it, but you know what? It's okay. Oh, speaking of vintage or retro, forgot that my wife had these. These are hers. So freaking cool. So piratey. The skull and bones. The what do you call it? Pioneer. Not Pioneer, sorry. Prospector. Prospector Golden Gems brand. There you go. These chunkers are so cool. These little chunky 1-ounce bars. She got them for a steal a few months ago. Love them. She got those, like several of those. And then she also got the Bison brand. One of these. These are awesome. Usually the premiums on these are pretty hefty, but the place she bought it from, they have this bin that just says generic on it. And for some reason, they had these in there next to a bunch of kookaburras and lunar coins. And I thought, those are not generic. Don't know why you're selling them for generic price, but not going to question it. They're also selling these awesome Monarch metals, 1-ounce chunky bars. So cool. Love these. So cool. Once we've got a couple more comments rolling in here. Let's see. We got yes, the Malta Golden Eagle is a beautiful coin. I'm assuming that's the one you were talking about. Oh, yeah. Malta, those silver serpents. Congratulations, Jay Hand says. Congratulations. I've wondered where he was. Well, I've been here, been a little quiet, but still here, and now I'm fully back. Great to see you, Jay. Thank you so much for hopping on. Penny Scouts in the house says, yo, serpents. Jesus says, Dan D, nice. That's a nice amount to have. Been stacking for over a decade. Swapped out a lot of silver for gold to get my gold up. You'll get there before you know it. That's very true. It just takes a little time, but it adds up pretty quick. Let's see. Silver Serpents asks, the Spanish gold links, does that have the pillars of Hercules on the back? And then Do you mind, Silver Serpents, if you don't mind, would you could you drop the link for Chris for the Discord? It says put a link in the chat. I would grab it, but right now I'm kind of, my hands are a little tied technologically. If someone can put it in the chat, that'd be awesome. I'll try to do it, but if you beat me to it, that'd be great. Let's see. Ras Bavo says, I'm a lot pickier about the bullion I buy, picking up some interesting old American coins and foreign stuff off the bid board these days. That's cool. What's your favorite type of old American coins and foreign stuff? I'd like to, you can post some of that stuff on Discord or post it in the community chat. Then we've got L Booth says, I've been stacking ASE maples and 1 ounce bars, but adding kooks and libertads when I get a good price. Just ordered that sweet 250th anniversary ASE. Ooh, awesome. Let's see here. I was reading your comment and then my phone popped up. Oh, hey Zeus, thank you so much. We just got a super chat from Jesus for $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. He says, welcome back. Congratulations with the new addition to the stacking community. Oh, I love that. I got my niece a 1 ounce silver round with her name inscribed when she was born. Makes a nice gift, but it was $18 then. Keep up the great work. Yeah, I mean, thank you so much. Thank you, Zeus. I really appreciate that. And it is crazy. I bought stuff for my niece that wasn't even as cheap as $18, but the price has already gone up like crazy on just the stuff that I've already gotten her silver wise. I think it's a really great gift, especially for a child. I'd love to get what I kind of want to do is get each of our kids a lunar gold coin to commemorate like the year that they were born in. That'd be kind of cool. I was kind of thinking about getting her a pretty gold necklace, maybe with like a birthstone or like her initial or like name on it or something like that too. So I don't know. We'll see. We got to do something metal for her. But wow, thank you again. I really appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. Argent Appeal says, hello, BGS in chat. Hi, Argent. How's it going? Okay, so let me go back up. I kind of missed a couple here. Okay, so L Booth was saying he got that 250th anniversary ASE with bell and double date MS70. Ooh, that's crispy. That is cool. L Booth says they love poured bars. Me too. Chris says, I'm talking about the Golden Eagle coin. It's a company Golden Eagle coin. The company, they had a deal on the runes. Oh, okay. Okay. I misunderstood. Silver Serpents, Prospector Golden Gems, got a chunky 5 ounce silver bar and 2 of the 1/10 ounce gold rounds. Ooh. Yeah, I remember you actually showing me one of those gold rounds. It's that Prospector Golden Gems. It's like the actual, like the Prospector, he's like panning for gold. But it's not the Engelhard, it's the Prospector Golden Gems brand one. So cool. Jopia says, not a popular topic, but for the past year, I started adding gold backs to my stack. Hey, I've got a few of those. I mean, this one I bought because like I had to buy this. I mean, come on. Seriously, I could not buy the Pirate Girl gold back. She's kind of an essential for my aesthetic, but the other ones I got, actually, one of them two of them for under spot price because I had like a voucher or like a discount code on whatnot, and then another one I got for free. There's like a little link. Let me see if I can find it and put it in the chat. Maybe someone can find that if you know what I'm talking about. But there's like a link that you can get a free 1/2 gold back. So I hopped on that. I was like, oh, I'll get that. So gold backs are kind of a little surprising. I mean, if you started buying them when they first came out, you might be out of the woods on your premiums already. The premiums are still ridiculous in my opinion, but at the rate that gold is going up, who knows? You may make that money back. I'm not necessarily stacking them, but I think that the concept of gold backs is really cool. I just wish the premiums were a little lower. Yeah, the artwork is amazing. I mean, that's, if we're all real, that's the reason you buy a gold back. They're gorgeous. Some people are really committed to using them as units of exchange. That's just not me. I just think they're beautiful. So let's see here. Silver Serpent says, I have the 5 ounce as my pocket piece. I'm starting to love the chunky bars. Yes, love those. Chris says it just acquired the graded Morgan's Orleans Mint State 63 and 64 graded Morgans. I love them, and they're about 100 each. Okay, Morgans are pretty awesome. I, to this day, only have one Morgan, which is kind of funny. I'm just not into them. They're really cool. I like them. I got this one for real cheap, though. At the time, this was like, I think I got this for $30. Like the beginning of last year at some point. Anyway, I had to have at least one, but I am hooked on the Franklin halves. That's kind of my, Franklin halves are my favorite. Those and Mercury dimes. Let's see here. But yeah, the Morgans are awesome. I like that you're into those. Bianca says, I only buy 5 ounce now. Oh yeah, 5 ounce bars. Those are kind of the way to go, especially with how much you're having to pay for 10 ounce now. It's crazy. The 5 ounce bars are the new 10 ounce bar. Love this one. This is my wife's. Actually, I used to have one just like it, but it went in the trade for my Year of the Mouse gold coin. But she bought one exactly like it, so I still get to hold it. Kind of feel like it didn't trade mine in a way, since I get to look at this one. Speaking of Germanium Mint, I'm obsessed with their bars. I love their poured bars. They're so cool. Put it back in the package. She likes to keep hers in the plastic. I rip the plastic off. I'm just that type of stacker. Let's see here. Yeah, I agree. 5 ounces are the way to go. Silver Serpents. Me too. I like the gold backs. Just got the Florida 5 Pirate Girl. Yep, that one. Let's see. Good, thanks. I hope fine for you. Let's see. Agent Appeal. Yeah, that is an awesome gift for your niece. Chris says, just look at the Spanish Mint. Their coins are unreal. They have a horse coin from like 2020 that's amazing. Okay, I'm going to have to do that. Thank you so much for that tip. And then Ross Bobo says, nails look amazing, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had to pop out the red today. It's been a while. Then we've got, let's see, people saying hello to each other. El Booth says, I love that bar. Yeah, I love it too. Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, so we've got, y'all like the halves. Well, y'all are into the Morgans. Some people like the halves. Some people like the Mercs. Is anyone like really into the quarters? Because I only have 3 quarters. I do have a barber quarter though, and honestly, it's probably one of the coolest constitutional pieces I've got. Here, let me show it real quick. That guy. Super cool. I mean, it's a girl technically, but she's a very handsome woman with that strong jaw. So anyway, I really love the design. These are cool on the dimes. I have a couple of Barber dimes, but I think it really pops on the quarter size. What do you guys think? This one's from 1900. Crazy. It's 126 years old. That is just insane. Then the other ones I have are the Standing Liberties. One of them is like a slick, and the other one has actually pretty good definition on it. This one's in pretty good condition. I think, let me see. So you can actually see the definition on that one a little bit. This one, this one is just a slick though. The definition is only there because of the tarnish, but other than that, it's like very, very smooth. And of course, we've got my halves. Whoop, dropped one. I need to get some more of these halves. I don't even know what these are going for right now. Last time I bought them, they were like $11, $12 each. Maybe 15. I can't remember. It's been a minute. No, they were like 11 or 12. Let's see. Dan says, just got a Chinese dragon 2026. That's awesome. I don't think I've seen that one yet. This is the second year of production, and it's actually a 31.104 troy ounce, and it is stamped on the coin. That's so cool. I would love to see that in the community posts. You know, I'm going to link the community post real quick. Let me see. Somebody already put a link for the Discord, I think. Or maybe they didn't. You know, I'm just going to do it. If y'all just give me a second. I'm going to go to the community. I'm going to do community posts. Hold on. So if you want to post. Oh, look. Dan posted something on here 2 days ago. Awesome. Yeah, I got to get back on here. All right, so here's the link for community posts coming up here in just a second. Hold on. Really, it's just if you go on my page and you just click community, you're able to post things on there. It's not letting me grab the link. If someone can grab the link for my community post page, it's actually just on my channel. That would be a great help. I'm going to grab the Discord link real quick for you guys. Okay, so here is the Discord. Y'all want to hop on there, share your latest pickup, share your pictures. That'd be awesome. We got a few things happening on there. And then the community, of course. BB Stacking says, hi all, BGS, hi, welcome back. Hey BB, thank you so much for hopping on. It's great to hear from you. Cartier Silver says type 1, 2, or 3. Oh, who's he talking to? Let me see. Hi Cartier, how you doing? Is it Cartier or Cartier? I don't know if we do it the French way or the American way. I don't know. Dan says, okay, so that's the Chinese dragon. Argent Appeal says, I got a tube of Walker halves going now. Barber is nice, but Standing Liberty definitely my favorite. Cartier Silver's asking type 1, 2, or 3. I'm not sure exactly. Let's see what he's asking that about. Argent Appeal, I think I have a link for free gold back if I can post it. Yes, Argent Appeal, if you can put that in the chat, that'd be great. Guys, take advantage of that. It's literally a free gold back. So it's free gold. It's small, but it's free gold. And then we got, Standing Liberties. He's asking Standing Liberties are type 1, 2, or 3. Got you. I didn't know there were different ones for that. I thought that you only had one standing liberty for constitutional silver. This is it. Here, hang on. It's got to focus. I don't know what type this is. I just thought this was a standing liberty. I know that obviously like American Silver Eagles have type 1 and type 2. So I thought that's what you were talking about, but no, I don't know. Maybe let me know what this is. And then Bianca says, what will you be focusing on stacking for the rest of the year? That is a really good question. What will I be focusing on stacking for the rest of the year? Well, I already said gold. That's kind of my number one priority, getting to that second ounce within the second quarter of the year. I'd like to do that before the end of the summer. And then I'd say hitting that silver goal of 100 ounces. I'm not really sure in what form, though. I mean, you know me. I have a hard time committing to any one type. I mean, look at this. I'm obsessed with variety. How can I choose? Like, there are people that are so good. They're like, oh, I stack American Silver Eagles exclusively, or I stack Maples exclusively, or I stack generic rounds or generic bars exclusively. And I'm like, I just can't do the exclusively. Variety, the exclusive thing is not for me. I mean, variety is the spice of life. Honestly, I think I'm going to just keep stacking where the deals are. But if I had to narrow it down, I would say I have stacking goals and I have stacking/collecting goals. My stacking/collecting goals are getting a bunch of kookaburras. Oh, I gotta catch them all. It's like they're like my version of Pokemon. Gotta find all the different kooks. That's one of my stacker collector goals. And then as far as like a hard, just like stacking goal, I would say getting to, obviously finishing, getting to 1/10 ounces. That was my goal from last year. I got there 80% of the way. But I'd like to get another 2 ounces by the end of the year of gold, if possible. That's a pretty big goal. I mean, that's a really big goal for me. So, I mean, I would say having 3 full ounces of gold by the end of the year. So that's including what I've already got, over an ounce. And then the full 100 ounces of silver. I think I want to exceed that. Probably be like at 120. Well, it's a little low. It's not very low, though, considering what my gold stacking goals are, because 3 ounces is kind of a lot. Technically, it's a little less than, my goal is to stack a little less than 2 ounces of gold this year, if possible. So those are my goals. But the form that comes in, I'm not really married to any one coin or round. I just I want to get to my weight, the goal, the weight goals. What about you guys? What are y'all stacking goals? Let's see, catching up here a little bit. Bianca says again, we really missed you. Can you advise on 1/10 ounce versus silver 5 ounce? That's a good question. I think it kind of just comes down to a couple of things. Your own personal stacking goals. Are you wanting to go heavier on silver? Or are you wanting to go heavier on gold? Do you have more of one or the other? Or you kind of need to balance that out? But then also, kind of depends on the gold to silver ratio. So if the gold to silver ratio is high, personally, you're probably going to want to lean towards the 5 ounce. But if the silver to gold ratio is lower, 5 ounce silver is good for whenever it's higher. But if the gold to silver ratio is lower, I'd say stock up on the gold, on the 1/10 ounce gold. At this point, the 5-ounce bars are cheaper than the 1/10 ounce gold coins because I'd say 10-ounce, I haven't looked at 10-ounce bars in a minute, but 10-ounce bars and 1/10 ounce gold coins are going to be more close in price than 5-ounce bars, 5-ounce silver bars, and 1/10 ounce. Things have really just kind of taken off in that way. So, what are your guys' thoughts? Are you? I know a lot of y'all are leaning more towards the gold. Do you guys like bars? I know Silver Servants was saying he likes bars. Let's see here. Like silver bars. But yeah, right now I'm just focusing on the gold. Focusing on the gold. If silver goes down more, I'll probably buy more silver. But right now, my strategy is shifting to primarily gold again. Let's see. Cartier says, stars, by the way, type 2 has a raised date, which is almost always gone, and type 3 has a recessed date. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. I have a raised date on this one. So I guess, wait, type 2 has a raised date. So this is a type 2, it looks like, because the bottom here, you can see it on the bottom there, 1928. Pretty good that you can still see that. The other one that's slick, though, the date is like, it's like what date? It's just totally slick. See, can't really see anything on it. So maybe that's, yeah, I guess that's that. All right, I have to look more into that. That's very interesting. I didn't know. Dan says, hi, Silver Servant. Great to see you. Argent Appeal says, he's wanting the link to Dan's channel. Ardell, hey, Ardell, how's it going? Good to see you. He says, I made it. Good to see you, Captain. Good to see you too, matey. Glad to see you on here, Ardell. Then Ardent Appeal says, I want to get at least 45 ounces more silver and finish my first 1-ounce gold. That's a great goal. That is a fantastic goal. Yeah, keep going. BB Stacking says, I've traded on the GSR. I will not do that again. It is a little risky business there. Michael Martin says, is that 1917? See, were you looking, like right now, what I just showed was 1928. 1917, were you talking about the slick? Because I don't even see a date on the slick. Oh, man. Okay, well, that just fell on the floor and rolled somewhere across the room. I will have to find out later. I'm not sure. Cartier says, check the stars on the back. Okay, here. I'll grab it. So I see 3 stars on the back underneath the eagle. It looks like it's the same. It looks like it's the same as the one that I have that's not slick. See, here, I'll show you. So it looks like the only difference is that one is slick and one is not. Oh, wait a minute. I see what you're saying. So there's a bunch of stars around this one. The other one, oh, they both have stars all around. I can see it a little bit on this one right there, but it's just rubbed off a lot. So these are the same. I think these are the same type. We're upside down now. Yeah. So I didn't see a 1917 on that. Let's see. Dan says, Argent Appeal. No, I don't have a channel. I just pop in on the chats. Okay, yeah. Let's see, Argent Appeal. Okay, no worries. Glad to see you back. Glad to see you too, Ardell. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Card case says it's either 2 or 3. All right. 2 or 3. I'm going to have to do more research on that. That's really interesting. Abin says old world coins, not the numismatic ones, are where it's at. Barely any premium. They are cool. It's still gold. So it may not be everyone's favorite, but it's dirt cheap because of low to no premiums at all. I couldn't agree with you more on that. I am going to start buying more old world coins because that's what I'm saying about this 2.5 peso that I got. No premium on this guy. Like, I got this thing for spot price, and it's a good amount of gold. Here, bring it back into focus. I love his little bald head, you know? Great deal. Great deal. And then I like the eagle on the back. It's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. So, yeah, I think I'm going to get more coins like this, some more than the Mexican pesos. I'd like to get some francs, some of those Austrian coins also I've heard are really cool. That's awesome. Yeah, so I'm glad that you have that opinion because I think so too. It's cool. It's like constitutional or whatever. There are other countries' versions of constitutional, but like constitutional gold almost. Like we've got our pre-33 gold here, and I kind of think of those as like a similar type. But yeah, my favorite constitutional silver though, I'd say, are these walking halves. I love these. Let me see. The walking liberties. They're just so beautiful. I like the Franklins, but I definitely have more of these. These are just my favorite. Like, look at that. So beautiful. Very clearly what inspired the design for the American Silver Eagle. But just gorgeous coin. Yeah, so these are my favorite. And then you can't go wrong with Mercury dimes also. But these are just very striking. I love these. And then, of course, you've got the Franklin halves, they're awesome too. But I like finding Walking Liberty halves that are in really good condition. But yeah, I pick up these also. Pretty neat, even though they're newer. They're still, well, they're not as new as the Kennedys, but they're newer than the Walking Liberties. Pretty cool. Love that Liberty Bell on the back. So these are some of the best designs. So that I kind of feel a similar way to you about old coins. They were real money back in the day. People used them to buy things, and there's still money today, even though they're not in circulation anymore. So I like old stuff. It's pretty cool. Even when it comes down to my silver and gold, or especially, I should say. But I've got to pick up more of the old world gold because everything else I have is either bullion or from the Perth Mint. Which, by the way, still haven't showed this guy off today. I've showed him to you a million times, but I love this kookaburra. He's so pretty. I really want to get this in a 1/4 ounce. If you can still find those, I don't even know. So cool. Phil Strange says, I want St. Gaudens gold coin. Argent Appeal says, I love the Franklin halves. I'm right there with you. Michael Martin says, howdy. Howdy, Michael Martin. How's it going? BB Stacking says they like the Franklins too. Here's my other kook. Let's see. What other kind of gold do you guys like? Does anyone here stack gold rounds? I know that Silver Serpents was saying he's got a couple of the Prospector Golden Gems Prospector gold rounds. Anybody else like gold rounds, or do y'all pretty much stick to bullion? I got this Britannia a couple months ago. It's one of the newer ones with the waves on it. Love that one. And then another really cool one. I know I've already shown you guys this, but for those of you who haven't seen it, this Noah's Ark coin that I got. Super cool. It's made by Germania Mint. Or no, sorry, just kidding. Not Germania. It's made by Geiger. So this is a government minted coin. It's the Noah's Ark gold coin. Here, hang on. Beautiful design. I love it. I got a steal on this from my LCS. Look at that. I love the waves on it. Super cool. Yeah, so this is a 1 gram coin. I had to buy it. It's like, it's fractional gold. I mean, it's 1 gram, but it's a government minted coin. That is really cool. So I jumped on that. Love it. Echo. Am I echoing? Am I having issues again? I hope I'm not. Let's see here. Phil Strange says, I have 3 of those. Long time no see. Welcome back. This was Silver Star Alone says, hey, Silver Star, how are you? I know it's been a long time. I'm really glad to be back. Great to hear from you. Bianca Torini says, which is your top 3 coins? Top 3 coins overall, or top 3 coins for gold or silver? Or like, yeah, so top 3 in what way? I would say, I'll just answer both. My top 3 coins for gold, it's going to be easier to pick a gold coin because I have less of them. I'm going to say my Year of the Mouse. That's in my top 3, probably number 1 on my gold coins. And then, let's see here. Lord, it's hard. It's hard to pick. I'm going to say my kookaburras, but I don't know. It's hard to pick though because I also have nice lunar coins. But my other top 3 are my kooks for my gold coins. So I'd say my gold kooks and my Year of the Mouse are my top 3 gold coins. Top 3 silver coins? Lord, I don't even know if I can answer that. It's going to be some of my lunar coins. I would say this Canadian coin, this Canadian proof. Look at that. That high relief. It's gorgeous. I love this coin. This is one of the very first coins I ever bought. Yeah, so I love this. This is in my top 3 for silver, just because it's so unique. I've never seen a coin like this. I love that the front is all artwork, from edge to edge with no writing. It's so beautiful. So that one, and then, what else? Lord, maybe one of my kooks. This one's pretty cute. You're asking me a really difficult question to pick. I love my snake. I don't know. I mean, I really love this kookaburra. It's really cute. Look at them. That's one of my favorites. So adorable. So that's another one. I feel like I at least need a top 5 on my favorite silver coins because, I mean, I just have such a hard time picking. Oh, I love this kookaburra also. Look at that. Super cute. I love these older style kookaburras, personally. Love it. And then, I also love my lunar snake. Let me see. I can get that to focus. Real nice. Look at that. I love the scales on that. And like the willow branches. But I can't even definitively say, oh, those are my absolute favorites because I've got a whole slew of lunar coins to choose from. But as far as kookaburras go, those are some of my favorites. I've also got, this one, my Chinese myths and legends. This one is just, look at that. It's perfect. It's pristine. The design on that, come on, look at that. I love this coin. So those are some of my favorites. Got a couple more comments here. To all of you who were just popped in, welcome to the chat. Great to see you. It's great to be back. Been out for a while. For those of you who missed it in the beginning, I made kind of an announcement that Miss Booty Girl Stacking and I are expecting. So I am pregnant. We're really excited about it. And we're going to have a new crewmate here pretty soon. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. That's kind of why I've been taking a bit of a hiatus. Pregnancy was just a little bit more difficult than I was expecting it to be. Not like in a bad way, like everything's fine. It's just, just pregnancy stuff. But that's what's happening. So we're really excited. Can't wait. She'll be here pretty soon. So excited about that. Not soon, not way too soon. We're still off, but a little while off. But anyway. Top 3 coins, loud and clear. Good Britannia, ? Beautiful. I prefer gold coins is what Phil Strange says. So yeah, preferring coins to rounds, because I was asking if any of y'all stack gold rounds. I think I prefer coins to rounds also when it comes to the shape, but also I'm still a sucker for gold bars. I have a bucket list item. Well, it's not really a bucket list. It's just something I want to get this year. I still really, really, really want one of those Argor, I'm not going to say it right, Argor hiatus kind bars. The one that has like the hologram on it. Oh, I want it so bad. That's something I got to get this year. So, but yeah, I love coins though, but some of those bars are just like really nice. But they're kind of expensive. It's weird. I remember thinking they were expensive like last year and being like, oh, I don't know, not this time, not this time. Now I'm just like, I should have just bought it because it's like way more expensive than it was when I first saw it. So that's just kind of how it goes, I guess. And then we've got Cartier Silver saying I have several crew grams and a bunch of grams and 1/10 ounces. Nice. That's very nice. BB Sacken says, I bought the Noah's Ark coin when it was $75. Holy crap. Are you serious? That was it the gram size? I'm assuming it was the gram size. Man, to buy gold at under $100 a gram. I started buying grams like right when they were starting to break over 100. Man, that's awesome. I'm glad you got that. I've been good. Says talking about favorite gold. I just picked up 1/10 ounce Zinzin. So okay, it's Korean. That's why I can't say it. Korean gold. I think you would love the design. Hey, drop that in Discord. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see the design. And then Silver Star Loan says no worries. Hope all good at your end. Yeah, everything is great. Everything is good. It just had to kind of take a bit of a hiatus to kind of prioritize some things at home. Just preparing, we just have a lot to do. Have had much to do in preparation, and I'm sure we will still continue to have more. But kind of got some things underway now, and I'm really glad to be back. BB Stacking says, I love when they are at least 2 kookaburras on a coin. Yes, I love that too. It's so cute when you have, it's like their little friends, or sometimes if one's like a lot bigger, it almost looks like you have like a mama and a baby. I love the kookaburra coins. They're so cute. Beautiful designs. Ooh, Mr. Happy Stacker, thank you so much. We've got a super chat from Mr. Happy Stacker for $5. He says, good to see you back on the bike. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to be back, and I really appreciate your generosity. That is so kind of you, Mr. Happy Stacker. How you been? What have you been stacking, Mr. Happy Stacker? Put it down in the chat. Let's see here. Got another comment here, I think. There we go. Then Silver Star Loan says, congratulations. Argent Appeal says, congrats. Ardell says, awesome, congratulations. Thank you guys so much for all of the well wishes and the congratulations on the pregnancy. We are so excited, and we just cannot wait till our baby arrives. I'm like over the moon about it. Bianca Torini says, I love your nails. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Argent Appeal says, rest well, Cartier. Oh, Cartier, looks like he says, I gotta go get some sleep. Y'all keep on keeping on. Have a good night, Cartier. Get some good sleep. Yeah. Jonathan Crocker. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going? Says Germania, Kookaburra, and Libertad are the main ingredients of my stack. That's a really good combination. I love all of those. Do any of you guys stack needle hearts? This is my vintage go-to right here. These Engelhard Prospectors. Got some really good deals on these over the past year. Now this one isn't the like old one. This one is one of the newer ones because it's got the eagle on it. But I've also got some with the E on them. Kind of got a mix here. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. I've been good. Says congrats, eat well, try to keep the stress low, and keep stacking. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I will do that. That's for sure. Jonathan says, sure, vintage rounds are fun. They are so fun. So much fun. Here's one with an E on it. Get that. The one thing I really like about vintage rounds and like the trade units is there's so many different variety. Like there's such a variety of different designs. Like you've got the Engelhard Prospectors, obviously, they're classic. But then I also got some Johnson Matthey rounds, which I had heard of the Johnson Matthey bars, of course, who hasn't, but I was kind of taken by surprise when I came across some of these. Here, I'll show you guys. I've shown them off before in videos in the past, but if you haven't seen them, so I have two different varieties. I've got these. Hold on, get that focus. Johnson Matthey fine silver, and then on the back you have they have the different amendments, like the different liberties. So this one's the right to bear arms, and then I have another one here. Oh, that's another right to bear arms. Let me find one that's okay. So here's one here. It's got a different style on the front, but it's also Johnson Matthey. And then this one is Freedom of the Press. Oh, wait, no. This one just says Freedom the American Way. This is different. So I have the Johnson Matthey Freedom the American Way series. Like I have a couple of these. And then I have these, which are all different. Like this is the right to bear arms, but I need to grab the Freedom of the Press because I have that also. Hold on. See if I can find it real quick. Should have compiled these before. Ah, there it is. This one is Freedom of the Press. Pretty cool. So I really like those. And I used to have one trade unit, but I traded it. It's a trade unit. It's kind of funny. I traded it in to it was along with like some of my other silver that I traded for that gold coin last year. I've been going to pick up some more trade units. Talk about stacking goals. I would like to get more trade units. We've got congrats. Well, okay, I saw that. Sure, vintage rounds are fun. Silver Servant says, I like the trade units. I only have one so far, but want more. Mr. Happy Stacker says, love the trade units. Jonathan says, I believe that the 83 is the key date to the Prospector series. Yes. I don't remember if it was 83 or 85, but I think you're right. Because the one that has the Engelhard has the E on it. This is in 1982. So that makes sense. And then 83 and up, I think, are the Eagles on the back. So this one has the E. But after this date, they're Eagles. Let's see. Beyond the Tree. Oh my God, I love it. BB Stacking, nice. Jonathan says, those are great. Johnson Matthey is top tier. I like Engelhard collaborations too. Yeah, they're really great. And I know a lot of people like, there kind of almost seems to be like teams. Like you got Team Vintage, and then you got Team American Silver Eagles or whatever, Maples. And I don't know. I haven't, tell me if I'm wrong here. I don't know if I'm kind of just weird or if more people stack like me. I've kind of noticed that it's like if you stack vintage, that's kind of a lot of times like the main thing you stack. Most people that are into vintage don't really venture out of vintage. They just like they stick to it. They like the vintage and the retro, and that's kind of all they go for because they want to keep kind of more of a uniform thing. And then if you don't do vintage, you just go full hardcore Eagles or full hardcore just bullion in general. Are you guys stacking like that? Are y'all kind of more uniform, like have more of a rhyme or a reason to your stack, or do you kind of like to just stack everything like me? I'm just kind of curious because I don't think there's any right way to do it. I think some people, I respect the uniformity that people have in their stack. I think sometimes that might even make it easier to sell because you don't have multiple different types of buyers. You've got one person, like one type of person that's going to want that. But then also like, I don't think there's anything wrong with stacking with more variety. What are you guys doing? Dan D says, is that Canadian 2-ounce coin under the gold back? Oh, yeah. Here, we got, hold on. Talking about this one, or are we talking about, I got a couple of 2 ounces. So I have, this is a 1.5 right here. Hold on. This is a 1.5 ounce Canadian coin. I love this. I got this for super cheap from Monument Metals. And then I got this last year. I love it. And then I've got these 2 ounces. Hold on. They're all tarnished and scuffed up because I do not have any capsules for my 2 ounces, unfortunately. It's kind of hard to find. Then I saw a link for one for like to buy it on eBay, but I don't know. I'm like, they're fine. So this is my Emu and Babies. I love it. Even though it's definitely tarnished. Got this one from the Perth Mint. This one I also think I got on Monument Metals. Oh wow, that is turning purple. That's kind of cool actually. I'm not a big fan of the gashes on Charles's face, but I like the purple. That's kind of cool. So we got Emu and Babies there. And then I've got a Queen's Panther from the Queen's Beast series. I got this actually in an auction on Pinehurst Coins eBay shop. This one I really like. So this is also a 2 ouncer. I love the 2 ounce coins. I feel like you get a good deal on them. And they're like, you get a lot of silver for your money. At least when I bought these, you did. And they're nice and chunky. And they stack up. The thing I like about them is that it's double the amount of 1 ounce, but they stack just fine in the same tube as the 1 ounces. So they're not like sprawling out in the circumference. This is a turtle, super tarnished, but still one of my favorites. I love this guy. These guys are very much so for the weight. But I kind of want more of these turtles. I'm a big fan. I think they're really cute. You know me, I'm big on my coins being cute. That's kind of a cool little rim around there. It's like a purple edge on the coin. I wonder why these, I was going to say I wonder why these tarnish more than my other coins. Duh, it's because they're not in capsules. But anyway, yeah, so those are my little 2 ounces. And then Mr. Brown says tarnished adds character to it. I agree with you. I think you're right. Jonathan says I stack everything, but it depends on the person's needs, affordability, personal situation. Totally agree with you. Ardell says I stack everything, whatever catches my eye. That's the way I do it. I just roll with it. Dan says I'm all over the place on collecting. Oh, I know you are, Dan. Believe me, I know. You are all over the place in the best way. Dan has sent me some of the best gifts. Like they're so his taste in coins are amazing. Like look at this. I know that I've shown this off so many times, but come on. And I kept the note that you wrote me down. That was very, very sweet. But look at this guy. It's a little pirate cat. Like, look at that. I love it. And I love the detail on the edges. It's AI animals. So they have like the kind of the digital design. And then the back is super cool. It's from the République de Cameroon. And then you have all these cats and dogs on the edges of the seal. So cool. Yeah, Dan has amazing taste in coins. Definitely a stacker collector. So cool. Love that. We've got also every year, Ardell says also every year of Krugerrands and ASEs. Oh, okay. So you do Krugerrands and ASEs. Krugerrands are really good for stacking gold. My wife got a Krugerrand for spot price last year. They're kind of underrated. And they're like the ASEs of Africa, right? I guess. Because it's kind of like they have, like, I think they have the same amounts of, I don't know if they have the same percentage, like they use the same type of alloy in theirs or not. But I think it's kind of the same. I mean, it's the same amount of gold, period. But Phil Strange says, I like that coin. Thank you, Phil. Jonathan says, chunky is good. Yes. That's why I like those 2-ounce coins. Dan says, LOL, I still need the platypus in that series. Oh, yeah, Dan's also the one that got me that awesome, speaking of like the collector stacker thing with Dan, he got me that cat, that pirate cat, but then he also got me this guy, this Hostaweka Kiwi from New Zealand, the $1 Kiwi coin. Love it. I love this coin. Dan really is the best, and you have such good taste in coins. I think we kind of have a similar, similar taste. See, Silver Servant says Cameroon makes beautiful coins. They really do. Phil says, I'm trying to let my first bar of silver tarnish. I did that with my first bar of silver. It tarnished a little bit, but not very much because I don't know. I feel like it takes forever for Scottsdale mints to like tarnish. I ended up trading that one in along with the lot that I traded for that coin when I got that 1/4 ounce Year of the Mouse. But I want to see, my wife, she has a couple of 10-ounce bars and she keeps them all in the plastic, which I totally respect. But if it were me, I'd be ripping that stuff out of the plastic because I like watching bars tarnish. That's just the way I am. Let's see here. Dan says, never saw it before, smiley face. Silver Servant says, I believe Krug are 22 karat and use copper alloy. Gold Eagles have some silver and copper. Yeah, I knew the Gold Eagles had silver and copper. I just couldn't remember the exact breakdown. And then you're right. I guess maybe the Krugs don't have silver. Let's see. Dan. Wait, no. Dan is the best. Yeah, Silver Services Dan is the best. I agree. Jonathan says we scored a 1-ounce 2024 gold Krugerrand for 178. Yes, true story. We decided to purchase 5 Ultra Break PCGS coin series, and one of them was the Gold Chaser coins. Talk about freaking out. Whoa, that is crazy. When did this happen and where did this happen? Like, how did you get such an amazing deal? Like, that is incredible. Wow. Mr. Happy Stacker says, bars need to tarnish. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Bars, it's such a large surface area with silver. It's like, you want that color. Oh, speaking of favorites, I just happened upon a favorite of mine that I forgot about. Look at this guy. So cool. So on brand for my channel, right? I had to buy it. I saw this and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to buy that. I think I got it for like $42, $41, something like that. And at the time I was like, oh my gosh, I'm spending too much money on this. And then like a couple of months later, it shot up to like $70. But like, look at the effect on that. It looks very it almost looks like you're looking through a porthole. It's kind of cool. And like looking across to another ship. I just realized it's kind of neat. But yeah, this is the Kingston. Wait, hold on. It says Calico Jack and Anne Bonny, the Kingston. So those are real pirates. Calico Jack and Anne Bonny. Let's see here. But yeah, if you look them up, they're pretty interesting. not many people know this, but Anne Bonny also had not a wife, but like a woman. She liked women, which is kind of funny. So anyway, we have that in common, I guess. But yeah, I love this coin. It's pretty cool. The skull at the bottom is really awesome. Oh yeah, it also has the skull and bones like in the details on the writing right here. Hang on. Pretty cool. Yeah, she actually was with another female pirate, which is pretty cool. Okay, so Jonathan says a couple of years ago, it was one of the Ultra Breaks release. There was a total of like 3,000 coins and 9 chaser coins, 3 Krugerrands, 3 Libertads, and I think 3 Australian Lunar Dragons. Wow. That is crazy. I don't know anything about the Ultra Breaks release. Like, I have never heard of this before. That's really neat. Hey, Tavon Jose says, so glad you're back. We're just talking about you. We're just talking about the figurine that you, or the pirate girl that you sent me. Tavon Jose. Here, trying to get some good light on her. Amazing. You guys need to check him out again. I know I shouted him out at the beginning of the video or at the beginning of the live. Just going to kind of flash up his social media again. Here. Yeah. This is the card that he sent with the pirate girl. And then on the back is his social media. So you guys check out his store. Please check out his store. He's amazing. The most incredible piece of art I've ever gotten. I mean, like, just look at that here. So you can get some good look at the face and everything. And more, not just the face. She's got quite a bit of assets going on here. Just amazing. So cool. And then on the back or on the bottom, we've got it. This is number 8 of 500. 1 troy ounce, 3 9 fine silver, and then his seal. So y'all check him out. He's incredible. Let's see here. Tavon says, so glad you're back. I'm glad to be back. I was just telling them that the reason, I don't know if you were here in the beginning or not, reason I've been out for so long is just preparations that are going along with my pregnancy. We have a new addition that we're going to be adding to our crew here pretty soon at the Booty Girl Stacking House. Let's see. Yeah, Elbu says the details are awesome. They really are. Mr. Happy Stacker says, that's nice work. I couldn't agree more. Just absolutely gorgeous. Ardell says, that's awesome. That's an awesome pirate. Jonathan Crocker says, it's a gamble. The odds of scoring a chaser coin are low, but we got lucky. The max is 5 per household. We bought 5 at $178. They all come graded MS70 PCGS Ultra Breaks label. That is insane. I guess I've just never heard of a chaser coin, like what the term chaser means, like in that context. But I understand what you're saying about the deal and the rarity. Like, that is unheard of. That is just incredible. I'm so happy for you that you got that, Jonathan. Dan says, that is so talented. And he really is talented. I mean, like, it's incredible craftsmanship. You guys really have to check out his store. Here, I'm going to throw out the details one more time. I also made a post, I believe, whenever I got his I believe there's a post that I made where I first got this from him, and I put all his details in there. If you want to check that out. We'll do Brits and Sovereigns. Got a custom silver magpipe from AJ Bain. Oh, cool. Put a picture of it in the chat and in the community post and in the Discord. I'd love to see that. Jonathan says, awesome. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you so much for the congratulations. I appreciate that. Silver Serpent says, being our chasing, and after the gold coin, most are silver, but there are a few gold, and sorry, the heart on my chat is like covering up what you're saying. The gold and the odds are low, like winning the lottery with a blind coin. That's just amazing. I think I understand now. That is amazing. Yeah. So, I think I'm going to wrap it up right now. It's kind of getting a little bit late over here, but I've had a great time with you guys. It's really been great getting to see you. I don't know if there are anything else that you guys like to say in the chat, anything else that you would want me to talk about. I've got a few videos coming up. I'm going to be posting one this next week. So y'all just stay tuned for that. If there's anything you'd like to see me talk about in my upcoming videos, feel free to comment it. Let me know. Post it in the community post. Post it in the Discord. Would love to, just keep connecting with you guys. It's a new season, and I'm really excited to be doing this with y'all. Y'all are amazing. We had a pretty good turnout. It was great seeing you all. Oh, got a few messages coming in here. Jonathan says, awesome. Oh, he says, thank you. Dan says, is that, Jonathan, that is such a cool win. Awesome. Jonathan says, needless to say, we're done chasing. Good night. Again, congratulations on the new edition. Thank you so much, Jonathan. And then Bianca says, night, Jonathan. Jonathan says, I like talking fractional gold. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about. I'll talk about that in my next video because I'm obsessed. I love fractional gold. Fractional gold isn't just the future. It is now. It's happening now. That's honestly the best way to say it, in my opinion, is fractional gold when it comes to like long term. Ardell says, good night, Captain. So glad you're back. I'll be in touch on Discord. Stay healthy. Tommy. Hey, Tommy. How's it going? Says, nice collection. Thanks for sharing. Stay strong with diamond hands. Ooh, thank you so much. El Booth says, it's so awesome that you're back. You've been greatly missed. Thank you. I really missed you guys too. Really have. I'm so happy to be back. Jonathan says, night, guys. I think I'm going to sign off here too. You guys have a great night. We will be in touch. Please reach out to me on Discord. Feel free to message me. I've talked to you guys on there. Y'all talk amongst yourselves as well. Talk amongst each other on Discord. And also, I'd love to see more action on the community posts page. Just go to my channel, and literally there's just a big button that just says community, and just click on that, and you can post your stuff on there just like how you can post on Discord. So yeah, let's just ramp that up. Great talking to you guys. Oh, John Goldsworthy says, haven't received a notice in a while. What happened? John, hey, you're coming on the end here. I'm glad you caught me. Before we sign off, I am pregnant. So yeah, there was a little bit of a pause. We kind of had just some stuff pop up along with that. Everything is going well. The baby's healthy. Everything is good. Just a lot going on, preparing for that. Just kind of had to prioritize some other things. and just kind of, dealing with pregnancy stuff, like just pregnancy symptoms and whatnot. So it just kind of slowed things down a bit, but I am back. I'm excited, and we're going to be going full steam ahead. Thank you so much for the congratulations. I really appreciate that. All right, you guys. Well, it's been great, and I'm signing off, but we should do it live again. It's really good to see you too, John. It's great to see you. I'm going to be signing off, but we should do a live again. I think maybe we can do another live next week. At the very least, I'll be posting a video. If we don't do a live next week, we'll be doing it like sooner than later. But y'all be on the lookout for a video. I'm going to be talking about just some different stuff. Reach out to me. Let me know what you guys are interested in, what y'all are thinking, your thoughts on the metals right now, what you want me to talk about. But let's talk about it. So, we got some people coming in. Maybe I shouldn't be signing off. We got 210 stacks in the house. It says, just getting here. I've missed you. I've missed you too, man. It's great to be back. I was just telling everybody I took a bit of a hiatus because I am expecting, we're expecting a new crew member in the Booty Girl Stacking house. So I'm pregnant, and we're really excited about it. We just kind of had to take a little bit of a pause on things, but I am back, and I'm really excited to be going full steam ahead. So it's great to hear from you, 210 stacks. All right, you guys. Well, I think that concludes the live for tonight. Thank you so much, 210. I appreciate the congrats. But you guys have a great night. And I'll see you guys on Discord and in the community post page. Y'all reach out to me on there. We put a link in the chat. I'll post a link for the Discord and in the comments on this, like right after we sign off. John Goldsworthy says, I think we're going now, then probably hold a bit for the dip. Yeah, for the dip on silver. I think I'm going to be buying more gold than silver until silver goes down a little more. But yeah, I'll see you guys in Discord. I'll put the link to my Discord in the comments right after this. You guys have a good night. It's been awesome. I'll talk to y'all soon.